Chapter 14. The Weight of Stigma. Stigma doesn't just whisper, it shouts. Sometimes directly, sometimes in silence that says more than words ever could. It's the look that lingers too long when you say you've been divorced. It's the pause in the room when someone mentions you went to rehab. It's the sideways glance when you say you've been incarcerated. It's the label people tattoo onto your forehead without asking your permission. Felon, addict, dropout, single mom, damaged, difficult. And the worst part, after hearing it enough times, you start wearing it yourself. I'll never forget sitting in a circle once where introductions were happening. Everyone was going around sharing a little about who they were. By the time it got to me, I was rehearsing titles in my head, trying to choose one that would sound respectable enough. I realized I wasn't introducing me. I was auditioning for acceptance. That's what stigma does. It makes you feel like you need to shrink yourself into something people can tolerate. It makes you over-explain, over-apologize, or avoid sharing altogether. And in the process, the real you gets buried under labels you didn't even choose. But here's what I learned in my own wrestle with it. Stigma has power only when you agree to wear it. It's like someone handing you a jacket 3 sizes too small and saying, this is who you are now. You don't have to put it on. Or if you did, you can shrug it off. When I started peeling off those labels, it wasn't easy. Every time I said, I'm not just a widow, I'm a builder. Or I'm not just a survivor, I'm a visionary. It felt like rebellion because stigma thrives on silence. It expects you to keep your head down and let the world define you. Breaking that silence is noisy. It makes people uncomfortable, but it also makes you free. I began replacing labels with truths that couldn't be argued. Divorced? Yes, but also resilient. Former addict? Yes, but also redeemed. Widow? Yes, but also warrior. You can acknowledge your story without bowing to the stigma attached to it. One day, someone tried to remind me of a past mistake with that sly tone people use when they want to cut you down politely. Instead of shrinking, I smiled and said, yes, that was me then, and look at me now. That simple statement disarmed the whole moment. Stigma feeds off shame. When shame isn't present, stigma loses its sting. Identity grief in the face of stigma is real. It's grieving the fact that some people will never update their picture of you. They'll hold onto the worst snapshot forever. But here's the comfort. You don't need their new picture to live your new life. These days, when I sense stigma pressing on me like weight on my shoulders, I whisper something powerful to myself. Heaven calls me by name, not by label. And instantly the heaviness lifts. Because no matter what society stamps on me, God already stamped beloved before I ever had a past.